cohort. I'm out here in the beautiful wilderness of Colorado coming to you live. Really mountainous? Not so much. I'm here to talk about Perrigo's formalization and their mechanistic versus organic organizational structure. Let's first talk about formalization. Formalization is defined as the extent to which organizations standardize behavior through rules, procedures, formal training, and related mechanisms, but not to the degree to which they are codified. That's by McShane and Van Gleno. Some of the pros: it increases efficiency and compliance, but it reduces creativity and flexibility. Now, Perrigo has some formalization in their company. Some of the examples of their formalization is that they are FDA regulated and they're publicly traded. Thus, there are rules and guidelines that need to be followed and enforced, specifically with the scientists and the production end of it. Recently, in May of this year, the FDA slammed Perrigo for a warning for having metal shavings in their tablets in their ibuprofen. They warned them. The agency demanded that Perrigo fix its manufacturing problem, or the FDA would seize its products, impose an injunction, ban its exports, and stop considering its applications for new production arrivals. They also give out employee handbooks to new hires, typical in most companies. Included in that handbook is a code of conduct called "We Are Responsible." This provides a clear, easy-to-understand principle to guide their conduct. It also helps them protect their hard-earned reputation by providing their basic direction of "We do what is right." At Perrigo, there is an understanding for exempt employees of the honor system, meaning that they have more flexibility in schedule and basically they have autonomy. For the non-exempt employees, they have a strict time to arrive and to leave. This is typical because they are part of a large production team or part of administration in the offices. They have to be there to open the doors, they have to be there to close at specific times. They're more structured basically than the exempt employees. In production, there are specified roles that some employees need to do every time. The company as a whole operates under established roles that are flexible with slightly more structure on the manufacturing portion. Now let's look at organic versus mechanistic. There's a chart on the slide here. On the mechanistic side, employees work separately and they specialize more in one task. There's hierarchy of autonomy or authority, well defined. The centralization is decision making is kept up high. Standardization and extensive use made of rules. There's much written communication, where organic is pretty much the opposite. Employees work together, they coordinate tasks. The complex integrating task force and teams. There's mutual adjustment, and there's much verbal communication instead of written communication. So what does this kind of boil down to? The basic difference between the two, mechanistic versus organic. Mechanistic is like a machine. It's difficult to change. The organization seeks loyalty and obedience, whereas organic, as a culture, they are living and responsive to change. Consultation and involvement requires decisions. I talked with a gal at Perrigo named Becky Harrington. She's a recruiter there, and she had told me that she thought that they were more organic, especially with their Lean Sigma projects. All who need to be involved, she said, are involved, and this does not just mean managers. All across the board, if the line supervisor needs to be heard, he or she is there to be heard as well. They're very open with rapid communication and information sharing. There is a tight integration, complex decision making within the company. Things are always changing and making for an unlimited amount of organizational learning taking place. So, what are my recommendations? I believe that there needs to be a balance between each area, in the formalization area and in the mechanistic and organic organic structure. Why, you might ask? Well, formalization is good because it increases efficiency, but not too much, so you stay flexible. Mechanistic produces quality and stability, but you also need some organic, which encourages higher performance and creativity. Well, I got to get back to hunting here. I can hear some mountainous elk. I'll let you go. We'll talk to you soon.